What if I told you there is a single geometric pattern that contains the blueprint for every atom, every cell, every planet, and every galaxy in our universe? A code so profound. It has been etched into the walls of the most ancient temples on Earth, studied in secret by history's greatest minds, and hidden in plain sight for millennia. This isn't a theory, it is a whisper from our forgotten past. This is the flower of life. You've probably seen it before, on jewelry, in art, perhaps even in a dream, but most people see only a beautiful design. They fail to recognize it for what it truly is, the source code of creation, the language of light, the silent song that sings the universe into existence. In this journey, we won't just look at this symbol, we will learn to read it. We will decode its layers, uncover the forbidden shapes hidden within it, and explore why this knowledge was once considered so powerful. It had to be protected from the uninitiated. And most importantly, I'll show you how to use this ancient key to unlock the architecture of your own reality. Prepare yourself. The world may not look the same once your eyes are truly open. Our story begins not in a book, but in stone. Travel with me to Abydos, Egypt, one of the oldest cities of the ancient world. Deep within the Temple of Osiris, burned onto the granite with a technology that still baffles engineers, we find the flower of life. Not just one, but several, perfectly rendered. Mainstream archaeology dates them to a few thousand years ago. But some geologists whisper a different story, suggesting the marks are far, far older, relics of a civilization that predates our known history. But Egypt is just one piece of the puzzle. The same precise pattern appears halfway across the world, under the paw of a guardian lion at the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. It is found in ancient synagogues in Galilee, on the floors of temples in India, and in the art of Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci, the ultimate Renaissance man, was obsessed with it. He wasn't just drawing a pretty pattern. He was studying the very mechanics of creation. He understood that the proportions of the flower of life were mirrored in the human body, in the branching of trees, in the orbits of the planets. He saw it as the meeting point between art, science, and the divine. So, why isn't this common knowledge? Why was a symbol found across the entire ancient world, studied by geniuses like Da Vinci, relegated to the realm of mysticism? The truth is, this knowledge was never truly lost. It was veiled. Ancient wisdom traditions believed that this geometric blueprint was a key to immense power. The power to understand the fabric of reality, and by understanding it, to influence it. Such knowledge, in the wrong hands or an unprepared mind, could be disruptive, even dangerous. So it was encoded, hidden in plain sight. Its secrets passed down through mystery schools and esoteric orders, waiting for a time when humanity would be ready to remember. That time is now. To read this code, we must start at the beginning. Before space, before time, there was only unity. A single point of consciousness, containing all potential. This is the first circle. Then, consciousness moves. It creates a perfect reflection of itself. This overlapping space, the vesica piscis, is the womb of creation. It is the geometric source of light, the shape of your eye, the basis for duality, light and dark, masculine and feminine, spirit and matter. It is the first day of creation. From here, the process repeats. Each new circle is a new dimension of creation, a new day in the cosmic Genesis story. After 7 circles, we have the seed of life. 7 circles, 7 days of creation, 7 notes in a musical scale, 7 chakras in the body. Do you see the pattern emerging? The universe doesn't do random, it does resonance. The seed of life is the blueprint for a fetus in its first hours, the energetic pattern for anything that is about to come into being. And as the pattern expands, we arrive at the flower of life. 19 interlocking circles, held within a larger boundary. This isn't the end, it is the foundation. Think of it as the operating system of the universe. It contains every geometric formula, every physical law, every musical harmony, and every form of life that can possibly exist, from the smallest microbe to the largest star. It is all here, encoded in these elegant, silent lines. But the true secrets aren't in the circles you see. They're in the shapes you don't see. the ones hidden within. For centuries, initiates were taught to meditate on the flower of life, and with their mind's eye, draw lines connecting the center of every circle to the center of every other circle. And when you do this, a new, more complex figure emerges from the background. This is one of its greatest secrets, Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube is considered the key that unlocks the higher dimensions. Why? Because within its lines you can find every single one of the Platonic solids, the 5 fundamental shapes that the ancient Greeks believed were the building blocks of all matter. The cube for earth, the tetrahedron for fire, the octahedron for air, the icosahedron for water, and the dodecahedron for spirit or ether. This is the moment of revelation. The flower of life isn't just a 2D pattern, it is a flattened projection of a multi-dimensional reality. It is a map showing how spirit, the unmanifested, descends through layers of geometry to create the physical world we experience. It is the journey from God to gravel, from spirit to stone, all laid out in a single diagram. Here is a common misconception. People think the power is in the image itself. They hang it on a wall and wait for magic to happen. But that is like owning a book in a language you can't read. The power isn't in the ink on the page. It is in the understanding of the story it tells. The flower of life is a tool for consciousness. It is designed to be actively engaged with, to be meditated upon, to be built within your own mind. That is how its frequency begins to resonate with your own energy field. So, this ancient cosmic knowledge is fascinating. But how do we make it practical? How do we use this universal key to unlock our own potential? It begins with intention and focus. Here is a simple but powerful practice. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, visualize a single point of light at the center of your being. This is your core, your unity. Now, let that light expand into a sphere, filling your body with warmth and energy. Then, just as the universe did, project a second sphere out from the first. Feel the resonance of the vesica piscis. Continue this process in your mind's eye, slowly and deliberately building the seed of life, and then the full flower of life, until you are sitting inside this perfect, harmonious grid of light. This isn't just a visualization. You are consciously aligning your personal energy field with the universal blueprint of creation. In this state of coherence, your thoughts become clearer, your emotional state harmonizes, and your connection to intuition deepens. You can also use it as a manifestation tool. Draw or print the flower of life. In the central circle, place a symbol or a word representing your goal. Healing, clarity, abundance. Then meditate on the pattern, visualizing energy flowing from all the surrounding circles into the center, nourishing and energizing your intention, weaving it into the fabric of reality. The key pitfall to avoid is impatience. This is not a magic trick. It is a recalibration. You are retuning your consciousness to the fundamental harmony of the cosmos. It is a practice, a journey of remembering the geometric perfection that already exists within you. You are not separate from this pattern. You are it. We've journeyed from ancient stone to the far reaches of the cosmos, all through a single pattern. We've seen that the flower of life is not just a relic of the past, but a living, breathing map of reality. It is the architectural plan that connects your DNA to the stars, the rhythm of your heartbeat to the turning of the galaxies. It is a reminder that the universe is not a chaotic accident. It is an infinitely intelligent, beautifully ordered, and deeply interconnected system. And you are not just a passive observer within it. You are a co-creator, endowed with the very same geometric code that brings worlds into being. The ancients didn't worship this symbol. They used it as a key to understand themselves and their place in the cosmos. They left it for us, not as a mystery to be solved, but as a truth to be remembered. So I leave you with this question, now that you have been given the key. What door will you choose to unlock? What did you feel as you saw the pattern being built? Share your experience in the comments below. Your journey of remembering has just begun. If this resonated, like and subscribe to continue exploring the hidden truths of our world.